Hey guys, welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to show you how you can style your hair differently. I have 3 different looks, I guess you can call it, for short curly hair. So basically really curly, more straight looking in the front. Obviously you could do 100% straight, but that's blowing out. That's a totally different video. And then there's in between. So stay tuned and I'll show you by just using your fingers, your blow dryer with your diffuser, on how you can get pretty much different looks for your curly hair. Okay, so now we're going to do a look where it looks or appears to be a little more, not straight, but I don't know if I should say like loose curls. Because really, when you look at someone straight on, it's what you see from the front that kind of makes the whole look, even if the back is the same. But what I do is I really kind of like straighten just the front here. And by just doing that and not curling my curls as much, it gives a different look. So I already have product in my hair, not about product, use whatever product you like. It's just about techniques, and again, how I kind of change my hair up every now and then. So I have my blow dryer, and what I'm going to do with just this front piece is I'm going to use my fingers, and I'm going to literally, when I dry the front, I'm literally pulling up. I'm going like all the way down, almost that long. Can you see it? I'm going that long. Like I'm going to keep a little bit of the end, but pretty much go, I already even like almost straightened that, but I'm going all the way down to here with my fingers, and I'm just gonna hold it straight up. I should get down so you can see. I'm gonna hold it straight up and I'm gonna blow dry that. So let's do that. Okay, now when it's dry, what I'm just doing on the ends is kind of pulling it to get a little, go this way now. Okay, and by pulling it straight up, gives me that like kind of curve. And I think I'm just gonna take this little part here because it's showing. I'm gonna straighten that too, with my fingers only. Okay, I should have grabbed that in the beginning, so no big deal. Just have to do the front. I'm gonna do the same on the other side. Grabbing it and pulling it. Okay, I really am pulling that really hard, by the way, like I'm holding it down as tight as I can. And the reason why I'm not using a brush is because if I take a brush, it's going to grab a lot more hair, and I just want to literally take just that front. So now, when I dry my hair, normally I like diffuse it and I hold the diffuser like that, but I'm not. I want it to be a little more on the looser end, so I'm just really going to the end. I'm not lifting the diffuser. And then I'm even going to draw in the top like that, because I don't want my curls as curly. Okay, here I go. I'm going to start with the bottoms and then I'll show you the top, what I do. Okay, so I did do the back up high because I hate when the back of my hair is flat. I'm always like trying to puff the back up. Now on the sides, I'm literally just gonna, again, I'm not scrunching it as much with the diffuser. I'm gonna kind of go on top, but it's getting dry because I don't like to touch my hair when I'm drying my hair, but kind of lift it a little to get underneath so it dries. But I'm really basically just gonna go, again, not trying to get as curly as I normally would. I just want to show you, see how I lifted my hair and put the blow dryer on because I want it to dry my hair like in the scalp area under my hair. I'm not putting the curls in the diffuser. Okay, so it's not fully dry, but it's dry enough that I can start kind of touching my hair and I won't ruin it. So what I'm gonna do is kind of like stretch my curls as they're drying, like on the ends. I'm gonna like pull them so that they're not as tight and they'll start drying a little looser. There it is. So you can see that my hair even looks a little longer because the curls are pulled down. I mean, it's curly. I don't know if I would say wavy, but it's definitely not as curly as I can make it, which you will see. Okay, so you can see just by straightening this front here, like it really just, your first appearance, it just looks like a different style, you know, like pulling the curls out so it's not as curly. You can kind of see that. Back. I feel like my back always kind of looks the same because I feel like my back doesn't get as curly even when I want it to be as curly. But for the most part, this style is more of a looser look, looser curl look. I like it. Again, I go back and forth. I don't know, I get bored of, I'll do this every day for a while and then I get bored and I'm like, I'll do really curly hair. But anyway, yeah, so look at all the different styles. See which one you prefer the best. But again, you know, it's about changing it up because, you know, you can't do much with curly hair. It kind of is what it is, but, you know, when you have it as long as I have, you know, you figure out different ways to change it up. So here's one. Okay, so now I'm gonna make my hair really curly as I can. So all I'm doing with the diffuser is pretty much putting it like, picking my hair up and putting all the curls to my head. But I might disappear for a second because for the top, I really wanna kind of go upside down. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I did the top upside down. It's messy, but we'll fix it. And I'm just gonna do the sides now. And I'm going to take my diffuser and put it as close to my head as I possibly can. Well, as I can. I'm just gonna put it as close to my head and stick all of that hair in there. So I'm just crunching my hair now because it's just a little bit, got a little crunch to it. So, and it's also going to help me style the curls the way I want them. So I'm just trying to like style it with my fingers as I'm drying it because like my hair kind of like, if I move it somewhere it'll stay there. So I'm just kind of playing with it and seeing, but it's pretty much dry. Like you could see how much curlier it is as opposed to the other. Just trying to figure out what to do like right here. You see that? It's like, I don't like that gap, but so maybe I have to flatten this down a little. But you could see that it's a lot curlier than in the other videos. And it's funny because like, you see how much shorter my hair gets? as opposed to when I pull my curls down, it kind of lengthens it, but now it looks a little shorter, a little puffier, which is fine because that's that curl look, big, you know, curly look if you want that. The curls start from here as opposed to being flat and straight. Yeah. Okay, so I just did a couple of squirts of hairspray just to kind of keep it where I want it. And yeah, so this is the more curly look. And again, I just kind of, I switch here and there, whatever I'm in the mood for. If I want more of a straighter, looser curl, if I want a tight curly. I mean, I'll show you the back, but I feel like I always make the back curly. So I feel like the back always looks the same either way. I feel like a lot of it has to do with all of this. Yeah, so that's what I want, like my hair to be curlier, a little bigger. Honestly, if I want it to go smaller, I can just kind of, well, make it smaller, but now it looks like square. I'm kind of growing my hair out because I want my shape to change a little. So I'm in that like in between bed, hair, length stage. I want it to be more down here, so I don't know, but yeah. And that's the really curly look, so there you have it. Okay, so there is an in-between, and this is normally what I do, so it's curlier, but it still has that like flip here that gives it some sort of a style. So all you have to do is, instead of holding it like I did to make it look a little straighter in the front, and before I held it all the way to here and I pulled it, now I'm literally just doing just a little bit, just like maybe an inch, and then I'm going to curl the rest of that front piece. It's all again in what you do with your fingers and with the blow dryer and diffuser. So you can see that started to look a little straight before, and all I have to do is just kind of crunch it to get it curly around the end. But you see how it's giving me, it's not curly from the tip. So I'm going to do the same here. I'm just going to pull just a little bit from the part. That's it. Only a few minutes that, and then the rest I'm just going to do the regular drying with the diffuser up, pushing closely, and I'm going to do that in super duper fast motion, so as not to bore you. Okay, so there's that. There's like an in-between where it's flatter on top, it's not as curly at the root, but it's still curly. So you have it a little flatter, the little curve here. This is kind of mostly how I style my hair, so I have a little bit of both. And yeah, I mean, it's literally just a matter of using my fingers. All I did was change up how much straightness I want here. I could go all the way down to here and make it really straight in the front and less curly by just kind of like pulling down on the curls. I can make it really curly so it's curly to the root, or I can do in between. And it again, as long as you have a diffuser, and depending where you put your diffuser to, you can go really close with your diffuser or you can go really far with your diffuser to get certain types of curls. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you like it, please give me a thumbs up, please subscribe if you haven't, and that's it. So have a great day.